Two Sun Devils and two Golden Knights trying to get there, and now back into Ben Craw's neighborhood. He directs traffic, and doing so, Murchison plays it on around the lip. Colin Tyson fresh off the bench. On his backhand, he just hoists this one in back into Hyder's side of the cage. Resetting, and now able to take it on up the ice is Jordan Power. Judson circles back, trying to start the rush for ASU. Theocharidis, nice look there on the wing for Josh Doan. He comes in by the right side, and that one's punched down out of the air by Hyder again. Kumunzis and the Sun Devil top line trying to get something working here. Pinned up in that near corner. Doan in there as well. McFall trying to get his stick on it. And the physicality picking up here. Theocharidis at the point. Holds the line. Hits Judson, who risks one on. Deflected. And it's held by Hyder. The Sun Devils a quality chance from their point man again.
That was a good shot there at that time. And that's one thing they got to do too, though, is generate those second and third opportunities when you're running into a goaltender like Clarkson has in Hyder. But a good stop from him there.
So far, ASU going toe-to-toe with Clarkson. Our numbers have it 7-6. The visitors leading in the shot category. Still very early on in this hockey game. Still a little more than half of this first period remaining. The defensive zone faceoff is won and now cleared out by Clarkson. Centurno able to go into the corner, met by Lovell, who gets plastered up against the plexiglass. Sandu plays it off his backhand, centering feed. That one went wide. A good chance, but Collins hoisted it nowhere near the cage. Niram ran into a brick wall there at the point. And now Semick trying to calm it down for ASU. Lovell clears it out for Semick. Now the Sun Devil breakout trying to get something going. Sandu and the fourth line for ASU developing something here. Eckerly leaves it off for Niram, who chips it back to him. And a quality chance here for Clarkson to break it on out. The Sun Devils have to back check. Good defense there by Schmaggy. Still on his backhand. It looks like Campbell lost his balance. Play continues. At the point, this one's deflected into the netting above our heads, and the play is blown dead.
Seems like just a lot of feeling out process between these two teams, huh? I mean, like ASU just coming into this game right now. They had a good start in the opening minutes, but then they're starting to settle down a little bit more, and Clarkson's starting to generate a lot more scoring chance here later on in this first period.
Joseph, in this tough stretch for the Sun Devils, despite the score being, in that Denver series specifically, being as big as it was and the deficit being as wide as it was, the goaltenders, both Cole Brady and Ben Cross, were the best players on the ice for the Maroon and Gold. And it looks like the Sun Devils are trying to back them up a little bit here with this start, as Ben Cross has already made some flashy saves.
Like we always say, you got to protect your goaltender. It's one thing they got to do.
Nice breakout here for the Sun Devils as Murchison, to no one's surprise, joins the rush as that fourth forward we were alluding to earlier on in the broadcast. But now this is where it hurts you, as it's played on up ahead for Mobley. He hoists one here to the corner, fumbling it off his tape as it could not be controlled. Now the Sun Devils able to clear the end. And it'll be the Golden Knights trying to regroup on this breakout. Kalbla dishes it off here as Martino can try and play with it through neutral ice, and now this is Kalbla. Theocharidis lost his footing. Zek goes for a timing play, and it never got into the crease. Played on around ahead. Theocharidis greets it first with one hand on his stick. Judson now can field it. And off the tape of Becker, the Sun Devils now get the line, and Doogie and his folks head off for a line change. It'll be the Mancinelli line joining the ice here at Oceanside. Pretty large crowd here, despite it being winter break for Sun Devil students in this final homestand, as we mentioned, for the Sun Devils here in the 2021 year. O'Reilly slams on the brakes, looking for some help. He just spins this one off and tries to get the cycle game going here for Mancinelli, who takes a check. Mancinelli wraps a cage, looking to get it up high, and he gets it poked off his stick and back and cleared out. Now the Sun Devils will try. Look at a little fancy move from O'Reilly. Grando for the deflection. It went wide, and now Semick can play it down below the boards. Mancinelli, nice look inside a one-timer, and Grando was denied by Hyder. A quality opportunity for the Sun Devils, and it can be cleared on out by the visitors. Romano with the rest of his mates making a line change. Let's see what they have left in the tank. Not much. Grando picks up the rebound. Across the pitchfork at neutral ice, looking for some help. Mancinelli fires, and a save held in the trapper mitt by Hyder.
Hey everyone, welcome to Oceanside Ice Arena. I'm at Venezia. This is Ethan Tuttle. We're here for a special edition of Sun Devil Skate Around. We're going to hit the ice here in a second with Josh Doan, ask him some questions, and we're going to pass the puck around with him. We're going to have a lot of fun here at Oceanside.
Ready to hit the ice, Matt?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Josh, you're here as a freshman, getting into the college level. How's it feel here to be a student and playing the game?
Yeah, it's been exciting. I think early on we kind of battled through some student sections that were different than playing in the junior league, but it's been awesome so far. Really exciting and high level of play for sure.
All right, Josh, you've had a lot of success so far this year, as we just talked about. When you're coming down the lane on a rush, what's your go-to move?
Yeah, I think personally for me, I like to kind of threaten into the middle and push outside and try to get a shot off from wide. If it doesn't go in, hopefully create a rebound for my wingers coming down the other side.
All right, Josh, well, let's take a look at it here.
Well, you guys are on that same power play line. Why don't you show us a little formation and we'll try and memo it here a little.
Yeah, I think it usually goes from Timmy up top. We'll go Timmy up top, and then Tice is in the middle, and then he just kind of bumps it out wide for a one-timer.
All right, let's do it.
So yeah, it's
Good.
perfect.
All right, Josh, we got a little contest here for you. I'm sure you watch the NHL. The NHL All-Star competition features an accuracy pinpoint idea where you're gonna try and hit all the different corners in the least amount of time. You ready for it?
Sounds good. Let's start.
Let's see it.
Well, that just about wraps up our time here with Josh.
Josh, thanks so much for giving us part of your day, and it's been a lot of fun skating around out here with you today.
Okay, guys.
Jacob, I'm very excited to be here with you at the desk again. Another Friday, Cronkite Sports Live. What do we have to look forward to today? Arizona State volleyball has struggled when the matches go the distance. In fact, they've been so poor that they have double the amount of losses than the next closest Pac-12 teams, that's Stanford and USC, with just 3. Our Ethan Tuttle breaks down why the Sun Devils have done so poor in the 5th set. That was Jonah Krell taking us inside the vault. Now the Sun Devils held the Southern Utah Thunderbirds to 14 points in the season opener last week. WCSN football reporter Cameron Miner has an in-depth breakdown of the Sun Devils' defensive performance from last week. Joining me here at the desk to talk a little bit about ASU volleyball is our very own volleyball reporter Nick Borgia. Nick, yesterday the Sun Devils against that team from down south dropped it in 5. What exactly happened there for the Sun Devils? The first question I have for you, in that Washington State match last week, entering the 3rd set, we saw a change that we actually have not seen so far this season. Jamie Cox came in at libero over Annika Larson, and she finished off the match at libero, and then against Washington on Sunday, Jamie ended up starting over Annika. Why exactly did that happen? Arizona State men's hockey has started its season 1-3, recently getting swept on the road last week at then number 12, the Denver Pioneers. The Sun Devils' power play has looked fantastic, but 2 other areas of the team's game still need some work. Our very own Jack Bartlett has more on what the Sun Devils have shown us on the ice this year. Thank you, Jake, so much for explaining a little bit about what to expect from the Sun Devils this weekend, as I welcome USC on ASU live streaming networks on Friday, and Sunday on the Pac-12 network. The UCLA Bruins are here in Tempe. The last time Arizona State played a home regular season game at Oceanside Ice Arena was February 15, 2020. Now, nearly 2 years later, hockey is finally back in Tempe. The 942 crew, fans, family, and the players were ready to drop the puck on the last ride at Oceanside. Between final apparel purchases and pre-game rituals, this contest between a skilled UMass Lowell team and a hungry Arizona State was set to have it all. As the puck drops, the excitement for the new arena that will be coming to Arizona State's main Tempe campus is without question on everyone's mind. But there's still that somber feeling of giving Oceanside everything this organization has for one last ride.
you saw like how excited we get when we score. It's awesome to be able to build off that crowd, and I think there will be rink's going to be great next year, but you're going to miss playing the Oceanside for sure, so we're going to take advantage of it.
Arizona State starting goaltender Cole Brady was out for the season opener with an illness, which meant that backup goaltender and Miami, Ohio transfer Ben Cross would be between the pipes for Arizona State. He gave up 2 goals in the first period. The Sun Devils were outshot heavily, and they had a lot of penalties. It was looking pretty bleak for Arizona State. But over the last 2 periods, while they still were getting outshot, Cross only gave up 1 goal and was a huge piece as to why the Sun Devils were able to hold on and win it 5-3.
He just competed, He just competed. The kid, battles and competes, and I'm happy for him that he got a win. And Cole will be back next week, but which we're happy about because he needs depth at that position, and we have really good depth there.
The Sun Devils were playing from behind for the majority of the game, and overall it was not the best 60 minutes of play from ASU. But the power play had a chance to succeed late in the 3rd period to win the game due to a game misconduct penalty on the Riverhawks. Arizona State cashed in with 2 power play goals in the game's final 5 minutes from Jack Becker and Tim Lovell to pull away and get the win for the Sun Devils as the man up went 4 for 6 on the night for ASU. It was definitely worth the wait to see the Sun Devils get the win here at Oceanside for the first time in what seems like a very long time. They'll look to do it again in the series finale against UMass Lowell. From Oceanside Ice Arena, I'm Matt Venezia, Cronkite Sports. Coach, you've also talked about that this team is a very good defensive hockey team, which has limited your team's ability to set up in the offensive end. How do you get that going for your hockey team?
Just more pucks at net, and more pucks and bodies at the net, and we don't need. It doesn't have to always be pretty. We'll take an ugly one here to get back in it.
The Sun Devils have a little bit of work to do to go into the 2nd period. We'll send it back up to you guys. A late power play that your team just got was negated by a unsportsmanlike by Sean Doogie, but prior to that power play, your team set up and looked a lot better than we've seen them on the power play. It just seems like we're waiting on that goal to finally come. What's been the key to trying to get that goal to come by?
I just think the guys are doing a good job of executing on that last one. Just a little more poise and not forcing things, and eventually the other team will break down if you do that.
Thank you so much, Coach, for your time. The Sun Devils trailing by 3. More work to do in the next set of 20 minutes. Back to you guys.